everybody. This is Alan, and we're doing a new Pop Modern Plays.
It's called Max Payne.
Max Payne 3.
It's been causing us a lot of pain in getting it to record.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a game that had this many issues getting to record, but we got it working now, and it's
gonna go. It's gonna run well. It's gonna be fun.
I'm here with Xander, of course.
Yes, he is.
Can't already tell, and he's at the helm, and we're gonna be playing through the story mode. Just for funsies. Don't know how far we'll get, but we might as well.
We're just gonna play. We're just gonna go. He's looking off to the side like, I don't see that camera.
I don't know. Don't you look at me.
Alright.
Yep.
Start new game.
Did we decide? So we're not going to watch cutscenes?
We're gonna, these first cutscenes, as soon as we can skip them, we'll get skipped because we've done this many times. We've seen them many times. We no longer care.
Exactly.
We barely cared when it started.
Max is an alcoholic. He's sad.
He's addicted to painkillers.
He goes to a nightclub.
That's later. That's the second chapter. Rockstar Games.
And then I ask you, which Max Payne
Which Max Payne games do I play?
And then you say
demos of the first two and beat this one.
And then I say I played the first one and thought it was okay, and then I played the second one and loved it, and it's one of my favorite shooters. And it's cool how they made it so you can stop time without having to move.
We've done this many times before.
Yeah, I'm a little jaded by the first 20 minutes of this game.
Which is why I'm excited to get to the next parts, because then there'll be stuff new, and it will work.
And there'll be actual gameplay and not just cutscenes.
There'll be an actual series instead of us trying to record and hating our lives.
We are recording this the weekend of EVO, which we can just talk about instead.
We were talking about specific Street Fighter matches before you came to record.
Yes. I have never actually watched EVO live that much.
I've never watched it live.
At all?
No.
When did you hear about it?
I started hearing about like 1 or 2 years ago. Like I knew what it was, but I never watched it.
It's cool. I have been hearing about it for years, and because I've been like interested in the Street Fighter scene specifically, and ever since I first watched the Daigo counter Street Fighter 3 video
that you showed me, which was amazing.
Yep, the most famous fighting game thing of all time. And I played a lot of Street Fighter 2 and 4 in various forms, and so that got me interested in it. And it's also really fun to watch games that you don't know anything about, that you're just watching people be amazing at, like Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is right now doing their qualifiers, I believe. They're called pools, but it just means like 100 people are going to keep fighting for all morning, and then
I was preferring the Street Fighter playing over the Melee playing, as I said, because one of the when I started trying to watch the Melee fighting, it was just Daisy, I think, and a Toon Link on the Kirby map, and the Toon Link was just jumping on the top platforms and not fighting at all.
It is a very much like Pro Smash Brothers is like a game of like prediction and movement, because I mean, like Smash Brothers, you're not trying to hurt the other guy, you're trying to push him.
You're trying to deal enough damage so that you can hit him with the one strong smash and then make him go.
But they never do like heavy moves, because you have to be really dumb to get hit by like a guy that's sitting there charging a move. So it becomes a lot of like digging at each other's health, lots of dodge counters.
That's what the C-stick is for.
Exactly. So it's a lot of dodge counters and weird flips and backward stuff, and using moves in ways you wouldn't think.
A lot of teching, or at least they want to tech.
What's it called? Wall grabbing? Or ledge grabbing.
Ledge game.
Ledge game, which is really interesting because you never think to do that when you play. Because when you're playing the game, like you don't. Why would you? One of the announcers was actually saying this. You would never want to put yourself on the edge. That just sounds dangerous. Like,
but the way they do it is that they try and knock them far enough away, or like enough so that their up B will get them back to the ledge. But if they're already on the ledge,
they have nothing to grab onto.
They can't grab the ledge, and then they get that no more moves in the air. Like
and they're just falling, sadly.
And they just fall. Yeah. Or you'll be like Russ, do a Kirby and take everybody off the stage.
Yes. What was I gonna say? I think they took ledge grabbing out of Brawl. I may be mistaken.
No, Brawl still has ledge grabbing.
It does?
You can still grab the ledge. You can still do that ledge game.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that they changed in Brawl that...
It's a lot slower. It's a lot lighter. Yeah. It was a weird experience, because I played Project M at my friend's house, which was fun.
Which is
it was heavier and it was faster than Brawl. I didn't really notice how much until right after that we switched back to Brawl, and I was just like, oh god.
Sluggy McSlugs, yeah.
It's sluggish, and I'm floating forever.
Yeah, like I've been playing a lot of Brawl recently at a friend's house, and it it doesn't have that tactile sense of movement that you really like from Melee. That
So I guess
so I think that's a big reason. But also, it's really hard. Hey, look, dead body. It's really hard for people to get into a new iteration of a fighting game unless it's a very small iteration like an
Ultra Street Fighter.
Exactly, where it's like, all right, there's new characters and there's balance changes, but everyone knows the balance changes. So, and it's a low barrier to entry as opposed to you need to now get a Wii and get Brawl and all the stuff.
Or the Wii U and the new Smash Bros.
Yeah, which is why I have a feeling that not a lot of people are gonna turn over to the new one.
Well, there's
for pro play
Wii,
at least.
Yeah, for pro play at least. But a lot of people are gonna buy it, which is gonna get the Wii U sales up to some sort of respectable level.
Yeah,
we can skip this cutscene if you'd like, or if you want to keep talking about fighting games.
I wouldn't know right from
I'm enjoying whatever. We can have it for the viewers, and we're chatting over here.
Yeah, we actually have something to talk about this time.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to this. Well, this is dumb.
As opposed to Max is just standing here and you're asking questions about all the dumb people that we don't care about.
Oh, hey, you're gonna play soon.
I'd arrived in South
after
Hollow
like another 2 minutes of exposition.
I was working a protection.
So,
but yeah, so I was watching. Yeah, I was watching Street Fighter as well, and then I kind of got bored of that one a little bit, and then I headed over here. But so the ones that are today are Melee, Street Fighter, which is on Capcom
and
channel.
I saw some Tekken Tag Tournament.
Tekken Tag Tournament too. Yes, I watched some of that. That one's very technical.
I was liking watching that better than Melee at least.
Yeah,
because there was this one guy who had like the fat blonde guy, I think is Bob or Paul, some generic name.
Bob, yeah.
Bob, and then like a sumo wrestler guy, and he was just swapping between them, juggling
yeah.
him, and I was just like, that's amazing.
Yeah, there are combos you can do with the tags in that game that are obscene, because that's why it's so like slow paced to watch, because everyone knows if I make one bad move,
you're gonna get caught in the air forever.
Yeah, exactly, for like 20 seconds, which is very similar to Marvel vs. Capcom, but obviously way like slowed down.
I have Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I love that game. That game is good.
Yep, I can't grasp it. I don't get it.
And if you face me in that, I Dante was crap.
Yep, you do. That's a fact.
It's like that's like the only game that I definitely have like some sort of mains in.
Yeah.
Because I have Dante, I have my 3 team is like Dante, Wesker, and then the third guy switches around. It's usually either like Ryu or sometimes Chris Redfield.
Yes. Oh yeah, I've seen you play Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
The only fighting games I have mains for are, it's weird because I played a lot of Tekken back in the day. Oh, actually, okay, I have two main fighting games that I have mains for.
I also forgot that in Super Street Fighter 4, I would play Cammy a lot.
Yes,
and
Cammy's good.
My brother John, he likes to play Sagat.
Yes.
And I was unbeatable. I was unbeatable as Cammy against his Sagat for a while. Yes. Until he finally beat me one time. It was like, that goes my streak.
Exactly. My main Street Fighter is Street Fighter 2. God, it has the dumbest name. It's the one that's on PS3 that came out in like 09.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
That's the one. That garbage name. I bought it like 3 years after it came out, but it was less than that, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it's really good. It's because I had played and I've gone back and played Street Fighter 2 on the SNES, and that one's really fun too. But they balanced everything so perfectly, and it like controls so perfect. It's like the game that almost convinced me to buy a fighting stick. And it's hard to get people into it because like at this point my skill ceiling is high enough that like I can control most characters reasonably well in it. But I still haven't beaten the arcade mode because the last couple of fights in it are very cheap.
Yeah, that tends to be the thing with Street Fighter. You get like the bunch of the people you fight are easy enough, and then you get to like your rival who will kick the crap out of you. And if you get past him, you get to the final boss who is absolute death.
Yeah, which is a nice transition to the other game that I mained very well, which is King of Fighters 98, and in a lesser sense, Garen Mark of the Wolves. But those are two very different games that take place in the same universe. KOF 98, Terry Bogard for life. That's it. It's done. It's all. But speaking of King of Fighters, while you get ready to fight these guys,
we're getting close to playing soon.
Yes, it's exciting. They recently put out Rhythm of Fighters, which I don't know if I told you about it.
You have not.
It is a rhythm game in the style of an Elite Beat Agents, which is one of my favorite DS games.
Right. I've heard of.
Yes, I love Elite Beat Agents. But it's a King of Fighters rhythm game. It's called Rhythm of Fighters, and it's like $1 on iOS or whatever. And you would just like pick characters, and then they fight in different rounds to like a different SNK game music. So it's not just limited to King of Fighters music. It's like Metal Slug 2 has its own music pack you can buy.
Right.
So it's 99 cents, but then you can pay for more song packs, which seem like a good deal, and more characters to play as, which is a terrible deal because it's literally just an aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like Terry Bogard is $3, I think, or $4. Hey, you're playing.
Bam.
Look, it's a game. And then you can get like support characters that like heal you every time you do a good move. It's pretty fun. I keep finding myself playing it before bed. It's like, I like the King of Fighters aesthetic, and the music is very Japan and very like, you know, anime style music, but
Right.
I don't hate it.
She wasn't
Play
calling
piano
for
real quick.
vodka in
Let's
her
end with this
Cosmo.
episode with the piano. How about that?
This piano.
Oh.
Oh.
It wasn't the time. And
Next
I was
time on
still
Pop Modern
a little
Plays, we get
rusty,
piano lessons.
but
Yeah.
the tune was coming together.